I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.
And I'm Matthew from the Southerners Northern Garden.
So thanks for coming out to the gardens today. So I understand you're here because you have a seminar or
Proven Winners event
that you're going to.
Yeah. So I thought I'd stop by.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that. So you had questions on hydrangeas because you're a zone
6.
Okay.
Southwest Ohio, zone 6.
6, yeah. So we're 5B, 6A. So similar kind of gardening situations, I would say. So yeah, so what questions do you have on the hydrangeas?
So I'm primarily interested in the varieties because I talk to my viewers all the time about how difficult it is to have macrophyllus or mountain hydrangeas bloom in zone 6. And so I've been trialing some of those this year, but there's also some really beautiful paniculatas here that I want to get the name of. So she mentioned this one is Tough Stuff.
Yep, so this is a Tough Stuff hydrangea, and we really don't do any trimming on it. And this has been in here, I think, about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah,
and
which is incredible.
Year after year, I mean, it's pretty faithfully flowering and a lot of flowers on it as well.
So is your soil pH kind of neutral? Because it's leaning
Pretty
both
neutral.
purple and pink.
Pink is generally where it kind of lands. This one might have gotten a little bit of treatment to it, but usually we don't do a ton.
Really
and pink is the color that usually is what occurs here in our gardens.
So this would probably be a good one for Southwest Ohio as well if it's blooming this well up here in zone 5.
Yeah, I would certainly say. And yeah, anything that's got this serrata or the mountain hydrangea parentage, I think would do good, you know, in your area as well.
All right.
So we kind of flanked either side of the arbor. So this here is also the Tough Stuff hydrangea. So same thing.
Also much larger than I expected it to get.
That is true. Like I think the description says maybe 3 to 4 foot, which
it's like 5 to 6 foot wide.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So we also have a lot of the arborescens. So that one is the Incredible Blush hydrangea, which is another one that blooms off of the new growth. So very reliable for us in zone 5 and 6.
So are the blooms a little smaller than Incredible? Because I have Incredible.
Incredible's right next to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit smaller.
These are still a little smaller than mine at home, which is interesting.
How often do you trim your Incredible?
Once in the spring.
Okay, so you trim yours
late winter.
Yeah, every year.
Yes.
Where with ours, we're not trimming them every year, so that could be part of the reason. New growth, just the bigger blooms.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. This here is the Firelight Hydrangea, so that's one of the hardy hydrangeas. Again, blooms off the new growth, so super reliable for those of us that sometimes hydrangeas aren't the easiest.
These turn pink pretty quickly into fall.
Yes, it's one of the later ones in the garden to go from the white to the pink.
Okay.
But once it does, it is just solid pink.
Yeah, it's
and
really
it's
pretty.
Personally kind of one of my favorite for the bigger ones. I have a lot of favorites. Bobo, you know, being shorter, but.
So anyone who watches my channel knows my hydrangeas are not as established as these right here. They're only 3 to 5 years old in my garden, so these are huge.
Yes. And then as we go around again, we've got the Incredible Blush, the Incredible, and then the big one behind it you were asking, that is actually Pinky Winky. And Pinky Winky has been in this garden since we bought it, which was, 19 years ago. So that is a very mature specimen. And actually that one there, it gets 10 to 12 foot high, which is not like normal. It should get 8 foot max.
So I have several Pinky Winky in my garden, and I would probably not recommend you plant them where I have them planted based on seeing how big those are.
Right.
Mine are underplanted under a willow, so it may keep them a little smaller, but that is huge. Yeah,
and that one was trimmed back to about 4 foot last year. So I mean, we gave it a good whack back, and it's gorgeous this year. So yeah. And that's just it. It's like you see the size of the plants listed in the catalogs and you're like, okay, like, do I trust they're going to get that big or not?
And these get full sun all day.
All day.
So.
Yep. All day. And then as we make our way around the garden, again, the same, the Incredible, and the Incredible Blush. And then taking the turn, this here, these are all the Invincible Spirit, which again are that same family of hydrangea.
So is this 1 or 2, the improved version?
This is the improved version.
Okay.
Yep. I think there's 5 plants planted here, and every year these ones will get trimmed back to about 3.5, 4 foot, and you can see what they're doing right now.
Is this Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah, that's the new Proven Winners Heaven
So it'll
scent.
take sun?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, the best location for it would be part shade.
Okay.
But a lot of times we like to just push things to the limits to see, you know, what will they do. And
do you have drip in this bed, I'm assuming?
this bed does not have drip, but it does get underground sprinkling.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So yeah, so that's about the extent of the hydrangeas in this bed. We also have Bobo in our parking lot.
I love Bobo.
And those, you know, typically are supposed to be 3 foot. Ours get 4 foot. Now they are on drip.
Okay.
And get fertilized with every drip, so they're kind of on steroids.
All right.
And then, have you tried the Firelight Tidbit yet?
I love Firelight Tidbit.
Isn't that one
Yeah,
great?
I got it last year to trial it, and
Okay.
it's already bloomed. Like it's turning pink already.
Really?
Yeah.
How big is yours?
Just tiny.
Yeah, and that's
like
what's
18
great.
inches tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ours has been in for 2 years now, and it's 2 foot tall by about 3 foot wide. But I was so impressed with just the massive blooms on that plant. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like,
I'll go check them. Mine are real tiny. It just got planted last
yeah,
fall.
well, ours
but-
haven't bloomed yet either. So
Okay.
this was last fall. But
Okay.
just for that small plant, the massive blooms was so impressive. So, well, thanks for coming and
Yeah.
visiting our. It's actually Proven Winners signature garden. I don't know if you knew
Okay,
that or not,
yeah.
but we're the first garden center to have that designation, so it's
Nice.
pretty cool. So yeah, there's all the Proven Winners annuals, perennials, and shrubs in this garden. Another thing I don't know if you know, but so we have our retail garden center here in Zeeland, Michigan. But did you know we're a mail order company as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so yeah, so we can ship plants all over the United States.
Cool.
Good. So say your station again if they want to follow.
The Southerners Northern Garden.
So thanks for watching today. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossing.
And I'm Matthew.